Ever wonder how artists go from unknown to unforgettable? The University of Arts and Design just launched How Artists Become Known. It's a free seminar series, and we're starting with Van Gogh. Watch now at uad.education. Welcome to the Make and Design podcast. I'm Carina Gardner, and today we are going to be hearing from Jill Finley. Jill is a designer at Riley Blake, but she is so much more in her business. And she interviewed with me for my Design 610 class, our Creative Perspectives class that is available to our MFA program. And I'm just going to give you guys a small segment. This will jump around a little bit so you can hear it. So it's about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of Jill talking about what she's doing. She does some incredible work. She's so smart in her business, and I hope you really enjoy it. Hey designers, today I am here with Jill Finley, and she is a designer at Riley Blake. She does sewing patterns, and actually before we got started, she said she's going to do an open house today. So I thought we could jump directly into that, and then we'll kind of dig into the other aspects of her business. Jill, will you tell me what an open house is?
Well, I just moved into a new studio, and so we've done open houses in the past. It's kind of fun. I just open my home and have refreshments, and then invite quilters to come, and I just fill the house with my quilts. So I've got quilts in every room, use them so people can get inspiration and ideas of how to use their quilts for decor and also what quilt do they want to make next. And then they come into my studio and I'll have kits available, not of everything, of course, but a few. And then they can purchase fabric and notions. And so it's a 1 day kind of pop-up shop open house, kind of
That's
a
a
home
great way to
tour.
describe it. Yeah, like a pop-up shop. But like I'm fascinated because I've never ever considered opening up my house or like for people to come into it. How do people hear about this?
No one knows. I have a mailing list and I send that out on the mailing list, but most of those folks don't live local. So in the past, it's just been, I guess, word of mouth. I mean, I put it on social media and I just do it for 1 day because I'm hanging quilts outside as well in the yard. And so there'll be quilts all along the fences and who knows what the weather will be like, you know. So it's June 19th and just for 1 day from 11 to 6. And there's not a ton of people that come, but I mean, I haven't done it since, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. I haven't done it.
Oh,
So
so this is you're coming back to it. It's something you used to do.
yeah, well, I've done it in the past and I haven't done it every year. And it's depended on my schedule and where I'm living. Am I living in a little apartment? When I was building a house, then I didn't do it those years. And I didn't have room in the past few years, but now I've moved into a big studio. So I have more room to do that. And then I'll have demos. We'll have live demos going on all day. So I'll be demonstrating probably applique and I'll have my daughter demonstrate foundation piecing, and my sister's going to come and she'll probably demonstrate, some of the notions. So we have demos going on in different rooms. And in the past, I've invited other designers to come. I had Amy Smart one time, and I had um, Jerry Robinson, and it's been kind of fun because then they can showcase their stuff. And I give them one room and they can set up all their stuff there and sell stuff. But I didn't think of this ahead enough to get anybody booked. So it's just me, unfortunately. But it's been kind of fun.
That's so incredible. Um, Jill, like it's like kind of like a homegrown marketing event, which I kind of love.
Yeah.
When you first started doing it, like what made you go, wait, I just should open up my home and do this?
I can't remember why. That was in Harriman, probably was the first one. Trying to remember. I don't remember when the first one was, but we had what we called the Red Windows open house because that house had red windows. And I just, I don't know, just decided to invite some friends. And I had my niece available to come and show her long arm or short arm quilting. She does domestic machine quilting. And so she did some demos up in the loft, and people loved it. And so I thought, and a lot, it's interesting because when I go and teach around the country, I'll run into people who say, "Oh, I've been to your home. I came to your open house at this time." I'm like, "Oh, really?" It's just so surprising to me. So
Yeah.
you just kind of have this silent following that you don't know is out there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, so let's take a couple of steps back. Your business.
Yeah.
What do you consider the elements of your business? Is it teaching? Is it products? Talk about that.
Yeah. In this industry, at least for me, I've had to have multiple income streams because no one area has been lucrative enough to keep me in business. So I do have fabric design, which is a big part of that. And then I get the royalties on the fabric, but it's not enough because there's only so many fabric collections you can do a year. And even if you talk to your uh, manufacturer into showing more of your collections, I think you're really only hurting yourself. You're competing against yourself because the shop's going to say, well, we already have a Jill Finley line in the store. We're not going to go order this one. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
do two to sometimes three collections a year, and that's as much as you can do, and it's not a tremendous amount of money. And then I also teach, so I travel to teach. I teach at Academy of Applique. I teach at guilds all over the country, and so that's another big part of it. I do lectures, when I teach. Usually, the teaching involves me doing a trunk show lecture where I'm showcasing my products and talking about quilt design and pattern design, fabric design, the things that people are interested in learning about. And then the next day, usually I'll teach a couple of workshops that are hands-on. So the first, when I'm usually if I'm doing a trunk show or a lecture, I'm reaching 200 to 300 people. And then in the workshop, I have maybe 20. So it's good to do both because you have a wider audience. And I do that maybe 3 or 4 times a year. There's just not time. Otherwise, I'd just be on the road all the time. Because then I also have to do shows. And the shows that I have to do are the wholesale shows like H&H that we just got back from, where I saw you. And we used to do Houston, and I used to do, not Houston, but Quilt Market twice a year. And it's not twice a year now. So my wholesale business it changes. It won't diminish, but it's just different. We don't have to go to the show to create a distributor business. So there's that part of it. And when I'm designing the fabrics, I design patterns to go with them. So patterns are also sold by the reps, and also some of the patterns aren't put on the advertising materials for the reps that are taking them around to shops. So those I just present myself on my website and in my newsletter and on my social media channels. And those I just sell direct to the public. So, and some of them, a shop will call and say, "Hey, I want to get this pattern." But if it's not gone to the rep, those are not as likely to get in shops.
Yeah.
Like the one behind me, this is so and so quilt. I designed this after that fabric was already out. And so it wasn't with the distributors, but I've had so many shop requests that it's now with distributors have picked it up. So I can be more proactive on that and send that to. So anyway, there's patterns, there's fabric, there's teaching, and then I also have a line of notions. So I have, I don't know how many, 12 or 13. I'm looking at my notions wall. Notions that are Jalili branded, and I sell those through distributors and also directly to the public. And I do a few retail shows, but not many. And the only reason I do a retail show, it's nice income, but I don't want to be just going from retail show to retail show because I feel like I'm also stepping on my retail customers' toes. There's a certain amount of that you can do without infringing on their business. I want to keep them active in selling my stuff. And if they see me at every retail show, they're not going to want to carry my stuff. So I just do a couple of big shows. I have always done Houston because I'm already there for market. So I've always done festival, and now market is done. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not really sure. And then I always do Paducah because it is on the other side of the country, and it is a good way for me to expand my brand recognition into a different area. That's what I mean. It's not real lucrative because I have to ship all my product there. A lot of people that go to these shows drive and they take a big trailer and they go from show to show to show to show, and I don't do that. So I end up having to ship a lot, and you know the travel and the expense of the show, the booth and all of that, it's expensive. So I do Paducah, and then I always do Road to California because I can drive to
Mhm.
Road to California, and it's easy for me to get there. And I have a son that lives in that area, so it's always a good one for me to go to. So that's just to kind of keep my customers aware, and quilters that have never heard of me before will see my stuff, and then they'll ask for it at their local quilt shop, hopefully. And I always tell them that, please request at the local quilt shop. If you can't find, a kit somewhere, it's always available on my website, but we want you to support your local shops first.
I love, first of all, I love all the different avenues. I also think it's really good if someone's trying to get into this particular industry, the fabric industry, which is quite different from some of the other industries
Right.
that we talk about, is that just being a fabric designer alone is not enough. And you're doing more lines than the normal person. I only ever did one line a year like that. I just
Yeah.
never did more than that. And
And
you're
that would
saying
that would never support you.
yeah,
A whole.
ever. Right.
Yeah.
And so you have to do all these other things. And even as you were talking, I was like ticking off in my head how much you were traveling because I travel quite a bit for a number of things and it
Yeah.
gets quite wearing. But doing shows is its own next level. So
Yeah.
we're talking about a couple of wholesale shows, probably three consumer shows. And
Right.
then you're also speaking at guilds three times a year. I mean, we're talking about
Right.
7 or 8 travel.
So last year, in the spring, from like February to June, I was gone every other month. I mean, every other week. I'm sorry. Every other week, twice a month. Then I usually have July off. July is a low quilting month, but and then in August, like this year, I've got 2 events in August and 3 events in September and 2 in October and 1 in November. So that's what I've still got to look forward to, and it's mostly travel.
Let's end today. I would love if people are listening to this or watching this, if you're in the class, what I would love to know is where they can find out more about what you're doing now. I mean, you rattled off a ton of things that you are doing. Do you like keep a list of like events you're doing on your site? Do you like, how can people
Yeah,
find
I
out
have a
more?
calendar. There's a calendar on my site. I have a big calendar on my wall to keep me organized and then I have files that have the contracts in for each event. Um, but I am not naturally a really organized person. I'm more of a creative person. And my daughter is very organized, so she helps keep me organized. And that's a good thing. But I've found that I have to be a little bit organized or I can't think, I can't create because it's like, where am I supposed to be now? Oh dear. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I have to kind of plan ahead so that I have enough time to these are things that you can't rush at the last minute. You have to be able to kind of do things ahead to get ready for things. So,
Yeah.
and I've
If
been doing it long enough that
If
that's,
someone though wants to know about what you're doing now, can they go to your website or
yeah.
Instagram? Like where are they going to find out the most about you?
Probably on the probably on my website. There's a calendar on there. We we keep it pretty up to date. It won't have all the little things that I'm doing, but it'll have the events I'm going to, where I'm teaching, and when I'll be there. That's the most important thing because we want people to be able to sign up for those events. Oh, and I also do retreat. I forgot to tell you.
You do retreats. I was like, I was waiting to see if
Oh,
you were going to
I
talk
forgot
about it.
about that. That's another
Yeah.
income stream.
Will
So,
you will you give everyone the website right now?
yeah, JaliliStudio.com. It's JILL.
JilliliStudio.com. JilliliStudio.com.
That's Jalili, Jillily. I don't know if that comes through straight, does it? Or
It
is it
did.
backwards?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
yes.
so retreats, I do 3 retreats a year. We rent a cabin up at Bear Lake, and I have people that come from all over the country. And that's a big deal because that's 3 weeks added to my list. And we do all the cooking and all of the um, teaching for 4 days. And we cut the kits, we cut out all their pieces for them. So it's a big, big job. But it brings in 20 women every time, and it is a really good event for us.
I love that. That's so good. I didn't know you did yours at Bear Lake either. We have a lake house at Bear Lake and we do our
Okay.
retreats at Bear Lake too.
Do you really?
Yes, but they're design retreats. So
Yeah.
that is so fun. I didn't realize you guys were up at Bear Lake as
Yeah.
well.
We rent the same cabin, or it's not really a cabin, it's a big family home.
Yeah.
Sleeps 50 in Garden City. And we rent
Yeah.
the same one every year, and it's great.
I love that.
I
That's so
I announce those in the fall. For the next year, I announced the dates and the project. And there's two in the spring and one or two in the fall. And we do the same project all year so that if you can't get into one session, you could get into another.
got it.
And it makes the teaching easier. It makes everything easier. Yeah.
I love that. That's so good. You guys go check out her website, see what she's up to. I think your notions are on your website as well, so they could kind of see
Yep,
some
they
of
are.
the things that you're doing. Fabric lines. Are you
Video tutorials. I have a YouTube channel, and there's video tutorials that are pulled onto my website, but you can also see them on my YouTube channel. I do
also
sew-alongs.
Jill Lilly Studio on your YouTube channel? Is that correct?
Yep, Jill Lilly Studio. And
Okay.
my Instagram is Jill Lilly Studio, at Jill Lilly Studio. And I've been really lame at Instagram lately because I just been gone so much. And so it's been really sporadic. Sometimes I'm really good at posting for a long time, and then all of a sudden I'll have a deadline and I just can't, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And I'm really, so this spring I've been really lame at posting anything.
Well, definitely go check out her YouTube studio, you guys. Go check that out. Go check out her website, see what she's doing. Jill, this has been the most delightful. Like the fact that you're willing to show the studio too. I think the students are going to absolutely love that. That was so
Yeah.
awesome. And
And
I love,
when we have our open house, Karina, if you can't come down to the open house, we're going to have a live walkthrough
oh, so
um,
fun.
that we'll post. It'll be on the YouTube channel. So
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you guys, if you want to check that out, you've got my mind going. You've got like some good business savvy here that I love, Jill. That's so, so good. You guys, go check out what she's doing. Go check out her YouTube videos, see what she's doing. I don't know if you guys heard it. I definitely heard it. Lots of great marketing nuggets here on things that Jill's doing. You guys, so, so good. Thank you, Jill, so much for
you're
being on
welcome.
here today.
Thanks, Karina. Appreciate it.
Want to hang out more? Go to designsweetcourses.com/free to get our weekly freebies and patterns, die cut files, and more. Can't wait to see you there. I have a gift for you. My third book, The Intentional Design Year, is out, and I want to give you access to read it. To get the digital copy for 1 month for free, go to www.designsweetcourses.com/intentional. Make sure and do the www. Because for some reason, that's the only way it will work. Anyway, this will get you free access to read the book for an entire month. If you love it, you can always go to Amazon and get the whole book plus the prompt journal.